Hello everybody, my name is Arnold and I will be teaching you a short lesson on articles today. Articles, the articles a, an and the. So if I'm looking down over here, it's because I'm changing the slide. Please excuse me for that. Welcome to my class. Okay, so what are articles? In English grammar, articles are a type of word called determiners. So these are words that come before nouns and they help provide a little bit more information about the noun. So there's two main types of articles in English. A and an, which are the indefinite articles. This is when we're talking about things that are not specific or very general. And then we've got the definite article, the, right? So to sum up, articles are types of words that give us a little bit more information about the noun. They tell us whether the noun is general or whether the noun is specific. Okay, that's the basic point. What some of my students make mistakes, or a lot of my students actually, make mistakes using articles. They either use the article too much or they don't use the articles at all. So I hope that this lesson will help to clarify that for you, and then you will be able to know when you should use articles and when and which articles you should use. Right. So let's have a quick look. So we're going to look at our first general or indefinite article, which is a, right, or a. We use a when we're talking about something non-specific or we're mentioning it for the first time. Like when we're asking our friend, could you give me a pen? I don't care which pen you'd like to give me, just give me a pen. Okay? Or when we're mentioning something for the first time. Oh, we have a dance party on Saturday. And it's the first time you've heard about a dance party happening on Saturday. My example here is, I have a cat. I do have a cat. Notice how we say a cat when we're talking about a non-specific cat. We're not mentioning that cat, it's just a cat. Okay, so we also use a before words that start with a consonant sound. Okay, so what are consonant sounds? Consonant sounds are sounds with the letters, starting with the letters B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, I've written them there for you. Basically, these are all the sounds that are not vowels. And the vowel sounds are A, E, I, O, U. So, if your noun starts with a consonant and we're talking about something general, not specific, we use the article a. Okay? A pen. Once again, I would like a pen. Okay. Let's move on to the article an. Okay, so an works exactly the same way as a. We're also using an when we are talking about something general or non-specific, and the only difference is we use an when we are describing vowels or nouns starting with vowel sounds. So, if your noun starts with a vowel sound like a, apple, or E, elephant, or O, orange, then we'll use an. So, there's an elephant. I would love to eat an orange. For example, okay, so I have an apple, and that's my example over here on the PPT. And we're using it, remember, for non-specific or general uses. Okay, we're not trying to specify the apple or the elephant. Okay, it's general. Okay, now let's move on to the article the. Okay, so this is it's a definite article, and we use it when we're trying to specify something. Okay, so this is when we're trying to talk about something specific or something that the speaker and the listener already know about. So it's the second time we've spoken about it. If we go back to my first example, where I said, could I have a pen? And maybe my friend Bob gives me a pen. Now, I start using the pen, and I say, oh, Bob, the pen doesn't work. Bob knows, and I know, we're talking about this pen, not a pen. Okay, so that's when we use the. When you know what I'm talking about and I know what I'm talking about. The. Okay, so my example written here, the cat is on the table. So we're talking about a specific cat. The cat over here. My cat. Okay, instead of a cat is on the table. So you can see these articles give us more information about the noun, just like we said in the beginning. They tell us a little bit more. Hey, it's the cat that you know about, that I know about, or the one that we spoke about earlier, or a cat. General cat. We don't know whose cat it is. It's just a cat. Okay? We use the when we want to talk about something unique, like the sun or the moon. Okay? So sometimes when we are trying to talk about something there's only one of that we know about, like the sun or the moon, then we also use the. Okay? So we are specifying the sun or the moon. Okay. Those are your definite, or this is the definite article. Remember, a and a and an are your indefinite articles or general articles. The is your definite article, specific article. Okay, let's move on. We have the zero article too. Okay, so zero article means that we don't need to use any article. And there are three times that we don't need to use an article. So this is the first one is when we're talking about something general. Okay, so if we make a general statement that is universal and we know that this is a fact, we omit the article. We take away an, a, or the. So for example, cats are mammals, right? Or water is essential for life. Or Chinese people are hardworking. Okay. For plural nouns, so that's when the noun is when there are when there's more than one. Okay, so when we talk about plural nouns, we omit the article. So for example, dogs are loyal animals, like the dog in the PPT. Also for uncountable nouns. So uncountable nouns like rice or soda or sugar. Okay, so if the noun cannot be counted individually, then we often use they're often used without articles. Okay, when we're discussing them generally. So I love rice, or I love music, or I don't eat sugar. Here we don't have to say the sugar, a sugar, and sugar. Okay, it will be incorrect. So that's the zero article. So I hope this gives you a good summary of when to use the definite articles, or the definite article the indefinite articles a and an, and the zero article when not to use an article. Okay, we have 2 more slides left, and that will bring us to the end of our class. So these are to practice. So I want you to do your own practice and see if you can remember what I've taught you. First one, I need to buy a new car, right? We use a, an, or the. Number 2, she found interesting book at the library. Number 3, we're going to Bank Park this weekend. Number 4, he's thinking of becoming something astronaut. And then please pass me salt. Okay, and then for the hard practice is the next slide. I want you to find the mistake in these sentences. Okay, and then once you've found them, try and correct them. So the first one, I want an apples. Number 2, she is teacher. Number 3, they went to beach. Number 4, I need book. Number 5, he is engineer. Okay. So, I hope that this lesson has given you a good idea about when to use articles, when to use your indefinite articles or general articles, a and an, when to use the definite article, the, which is also the specific article, the, and then when to use the zero article, no article at all. Okay, this is something that a lot of my students struggle with, so I hope that it brings a little bit of clarity to you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.